I'm Katie and welcome to my channel. Hi! Today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag, just kind of to introduce myself and get us started. I wanted to start up a Booktube channel for quite a while. I've been posting on Instagram for 2-ish years now. It's off and on, not I was steady at first, but then, life got in the way. So yeah, let's get started. I started this channel, basically to give myself more of a platform to talk and gush about the books that I'm reading. Currently, I only have like a couple bookish friends. I have one that lives near me that I talk to on a daily basis. But other than that, my partner and I live together, and I think he's getting sick of me talking his ear off about books. So definitely making this channel kind of just gives me more of a platform to discuss books on, and yeah, it's a community I've been a part of for a while. I just have kind of been quiet, and so this is a big change of pace for me and a big jump. But I'm going for it. So great start to my first video. I guess everybody has mishaps, but my microphone was off for the second question. Somehow it died, I guess. And I didn't realize until later on while editing. So it is the same day, but obviously later. And this is future Katie here to answer question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Honestly, I'm white presenting. I'm Indigenous Canadian. I am a 22-year-old girl that loves reading, so that's kind of not unique at this point. But I will let you figure it out as we go. Fun wise, other than reading for hobbies, I enjoy gaming like Stardew Valley, Genshin Impact, and Minecraft. And I love baking. I love my animals. We've got 2 kitties. I love them. And they'll probably feature in videos in the future. I have plans for like monthly TBRs, which not big ones, because I tend to pick books for TBRs and then I just either don't read any of them or I only read a couple on the TBR. So we'll see how that goes. I'm mainly a mood reader at heart, but I also wish I could follow a TBR, honestly. And yeah, and like hopefully in the future there'll be a couple book hauls. There's a bunch of anticipated releases on my eye. I have my eye on, and monthly wrap-ups as well. I think that'll be the next thing coming, my March wrap-up, even though I didn't have a March TBR, but I'd still love to talk about the books that I did read last month. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. What am I most excited for about this channel? I think I'm most excited to finally have a place to gush about the books I'm reading. Other than Instagram, where I post like reviews, and Goodreads, where I post reviews. But yeah, I'm excited to be a part of the community and to make bookish friends and be able to gush to people that feel the same way that I do about. Why do you love reading? I love reading because it just gives you an escape. I know when I was younger, I definitely, in my high school years, I used reading as a way to disconnect from reality and just have like a quiet space to go to. Because I know when I'm reading, everything around me just kind of just gets muted. And ever since high school, I've just been reading non-stop. But yeah. What book series got me into reading? I want to say it was either The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, but I'm pretty sure that it was, what was, hold on. I want to say it was either The Mortal Instruments that got me into reading, but I'm pretty sure that it was Smell Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh. It was one of the first book series that I went into a bookstore, seen it on the shelves. It was most definitely a cover by, and my grandmother at the time, she decided that she'd buy the whole series, which is a trilogy, and yeah, I believe that this is what got me into reading. What question I'd ask my favorite booktubers? One would be, how do you do this? It's, you gotta have the confidence, the motivation, and some of them just are popping videos out constantly, and some have been doing it for years. And the other question would be like, any tips? I'd love for tips on how, where to go with it, what to post, what's, I'm not, I don't know, like what's more popular, what do people like to see? Like, I know what I like to see, but what do you like to see? You know? But yeah. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel would be the hardest to overcome? I think getting over the initial anxiety of posting because I've never really been someone to post something like this. I'm more of a faceless content creator. I post flat lays on Instagram, and my face is hardly ever out there. Um, so that would be one, and then the other would be getting over the initial hurdle of getting starting from scratch with nothing, building the community, building your own following. I think that would definitely be one of the hardest things. And finally, I'd probably say consistency. I think getting into the routine of posting, learning when works for me, and everything like that would probably be the most difficult to overcome, especially with work coming up. Right now I'm on EI, so I have all the time. But once I'm back at work come May, I won't have as much time to film per se here, but I could film at work here and there because I spend most of my time reading at work, honestly. But yeah. When did I start reading? I started reading sometime in 2016. And it again started with Snow Like Ashes, and it just never stopped. Before that, I was a kid that got caught when having to read for a project or something for school. Just like I vividly remember um, reading Anna Green Gables, and my teacher, I was in like grade 3. Um, I remember getting caught reading like a couple pages, flipping like 50, 60, continuing, and they were wondering how I was getting through the book so fast, and it was because I wasn't actually reading it. But now I can fly through a 500-page book in two days. Um, but yeah, I started reading in 2016. I was in the beginning of high school, and I just became obsessed with it. I was the quiet little book nerd that sat in the corner uh, on lunch and stuff like that at school. So, where do you read? I read in here. I don't unfortunately have a reading chair per se. I would like to in the near future possibly get one. I know what kind of chair I'd like, and probably put it over here in the mirror. Um, if there's a spot in the mirror right beside me, I'd probably put it there or put it in front of the mirror. So again, I'd be reading in here. But other than that, I have a lamp in the bedroom, and I lay in bed and read. I'll either read my physical book with the lamp on, or I also have a Kindle where I can read my ebooks on there in bed before bed. Um, and then I can honestly, if I go on road trips, I'm reading in the car or I'm reading at work. But most of the time it's here. What kind of books do I read? I believe I already kind of touched base on this, but I frequent romance books, fantasy as well, a little bit of manga, and dark academia for sure. Um, Thrillers, mysteries, not very horror, but I will read horror manga. I just haven't gotten to horror yet because there's so much other stuff I want to read. Poetry and classics. So, but yeah, that's about all. I'm never opposed to try something. I will. The only book genre that I haven't been able to really get into myself was historical fiction. It depends on the writing. But yeah, that was the Booktube Newbie Tag. Be easy on me. This is my first video, and yeah, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.